Hello and welcome to this online information session for the University of Maryland College Park's Bachelor's of Science in Information Science program located over at the university's at Shady Grove. During this session, we will be going over some of the information you may want to know in order to successfully transfer to our program. So, let's begin. My name is Jacob Davidson. I am the Academic Advisor and Outreach Coordinator for the Information Science program located over at Shady Grove. My job is to work with all of our incoming students as well as our current students in achieving their next step. In the case of our incoming students, that next step is successfully transferring into the program, making sure that they've met all the requirements they need and answering any questions they have about the program. For our current students, it's making sure they are achieving the requirements they need to within our program in order to graduate from our program with a bachelor's degree in information science. In addition to that, I also serve as a staff advisor to many of our student organizations at Shady Grove. I also serve as a mentor to some of our students, and I also teach one of our introductory classes. So chances are you're going to get to know me if you join our program. So let's go over some basics. First, if you join the Information Science program over at Shady Grove, you are a TERP. You are a student of the University of Maryland College Park. You are a student specifically of the College of Information at University of Maryland. Your degree comes from the University of Maryland College Park, and you graduate over at the University of Maryland College Park. Your degree and transcripts never make any mention of the universities at Shady Grove, which means you never have to explain to anyone what this strange thing called the universities at Shady Grove is, if you do not want to. And this also means that you will have access to student resources available at both the universities at Shady Grove and at our main campus. Another thing I would like to note, when you pursue a Bachelor's of Science in Information Science at the universities of Shady Grove, you are joining one of the most popular degree programs at the University of Maryland College Park today. Information Science has become the second most popular undergraduate program at the University of Maryland College Park since it was created in 2016, and it is continuing to grow even today. So, what is information science? Well, our program equips students with technical skills in database design, web and mobile development, data analytics, and cybersecurity, alongside skills in the social sciences, leadership, and humanities, preparing them for complex information challenges. We often say our program focuses on three pillars: people, information, and technology. When we talk about people, we're talking about everything from leadership to project management, communication skills, collaboration between your peers. You learn not only how people interact with technology and information, but you place them firmly at the center of how we approach everything. When we talk about technology, we're looking at hardware and software knowledge, as well as hardware and software development. Understanding of accessibility with technology, understanding technological literacy, as well as how technology integrates into our daily lives. You learn not only how to program in Python and SQL, you consider the wider context and application of technology within our world. And when we talk about information, we're talking about everything from collection of information, how you organize that information, analyzing it, understanding trends, understanding patterns, looking at the relationships between different information. You learn not only how to interact with data and information, but you learn how to approach and think about data and information. One of the things I like to talk about when I'm out meeting students is that our program is not simply creating entry-level workers who will go out and join the workforce. Our program is creating individuals who will go out into the world and be able to serve as a bridge between the technical side of things and the non-technical side of things. So, what are the requirements for joining our program over at Shady Grove? Well, generally speaking, we are looking at three core factors when we are considering an application for the program at Shady Grove. We are looking at your GPA, we are looking at how many credits you will be able to transfer our program, as well as whether or not you have an associate's degree that will transfer to the program, and we are looking at benchmark courses. When it comes to the core requirements, that is whether you have a cumulative GPA of around 2.5 or better from all your previously attended institutions, a minimum of 45 transferable credits, but we strongly prefer 60 credits with an associate's degree from a Maryland community college. You can transfer up to 70 credits from community colleges. In addition to those 70 credits, you can also transfer in any AP or International Baccalaureate credits you might have, and potentially any credits you have from any previously attended four-year institutions, up to an absolute maximum of 90 credits. We are also looking for students to have met 4 benchmark courses. That would be a pre-calculus class or better, some sort of introduction to psychology class, some sort of introduction to statistics class, and some sort of introduction to programming class. Now that I've told you a little bit about the information science program and the requirements for joining our program, I want to just speak briefly about what is Shady Grove. Located at the northern end of Rockville, Maryland, the Universities of Shady Grove is a single location where 9 Maryland state schools offer a selection of regionally relevant degree programs. The beauty of Shady Grove is that when you attend one of our programs, you'll find that the professors of your classes, the curriculum for your program, as well as the degree you receive at the end, are all provided by the home institution, in our case, the University of Maryland. You'll also find that we tend to have smaller class sizes than what you may see at a main campus, right? We also have increased scholarship opportunities because students will have access to both the scholarships available through main campus as well as the scholarships available to them as a Shady Grove student through the Universities of Shady Grove. Depending on where you live, we also offer a convenient location for commuter students so you can save money when it comes to room and board. And finally, we try to offer a more personal experience. You'll find that we try to get to know you as a student and what your goals are. And when we know what your goals are, we can do our best to help provide you with opportunities to make those goals a reality. So, now that I have taken up about 8 minutes of your day, I want to thank you for sitting through this information session. If you have any questions about the Bachelor's of Science in Information Science program at Shady Grove, you are always welcome to reach out to us. You can reach out to us directly at usginfosci@umd.edu. In addition to that, if you found this, chances are you're already on some of our web pages where you'll be able to schedule an appointment with me directly if you want to learn more and ask some questions about what you may need to do in order to transfer to our program. So, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.